Extended video script. How sound travels. A child clapping hands. Clap your hands with me. Clap, clap, clap. Do you hear that sound? Have you ever wondered how your ears can hear it? Today, we are going to learn step by step how sound travels. What is sound? Sound is made when something vibrates. Vibrate means to shake very fast. Let's look at a drum. When you hit the drum, the skin of the drum shakes up and down. This shaking is called a vibration. Vibrations push the air around the drum, and that makes sound. So remember, no vibration, no sound. With vibration, we get sound. Show a drum vibrating after being hit, sound waves in the air. Now, let's imagine the air around us. The air is full of tiny things called air particles. We cannot see them, but they are there. When something vibrates, like a drum or a guitar string, it pushes these air particles. The particles bump into each other one by one, and that makes sound waves. It's just like when you drop a stone into a pond. The ripples spread out in circles. In the same way, sound waves spread out in the air. Animation of ripples in water, then air particles moving in waves. Sound through solids, liquids, and gases. Sound does not only travel in air, it can travel in solids, liquids, and gases. Solids. Sound moves fastest here because the particles are close together. For example, if you put your ear on a railway track, you can hear a train coming even before you see it. Liquids. Sound also moves through water. That is why dolphins and whales can talk to each other under the sea. Gases. Air is a gas, and that's how we usually hear. Sound is slowest in air because the particles are far apart. So remember, fastest in solids, slower in water, slowest in air. Kid with ear on railway track. Dolphin sounds underwater, sound waves in air. How sound reaches our ears. Now, let's see how sound reaches our ears. Step 1. The pin of the outside part of your ear catches the sound waves. Step 2. The sound goes through the ear canal. Step 3. The sound waves hit the eardrum. The eardrum is a thin skin that shakes when sound waves touch it. Step 4. The shaking moves 3 tiny bones in the middle ear. They are called the ossicles, the hammer, the anvil, and the stirrup. These bones make the sound stronger. Step 5. The sound then goes into the cochlea, a little spiral filled with liquid. Tiny hairs inside the cochlea move with the liquid. Step 6. These hairs change the sound waves into signals. Step 7. The signals travel through the auditory nerve to the brain. Step 8. The brain says, "Ah, I know this sound." And that's how you hear your friend's voice, music, or even a bird singing. Step-by-step animation of sound entering the ear. Everyday examples. Let's try some examples together. When you ring a bell, the metal vibrates. The sound waves travel through the air and reach your ear. When you talk, your voice box vibrates, pushing out sound waves that your friends can hear. When you put a seashell to your ear, you hear sounds because the air inside the shell is vibrating. Bell ringing, a person talking, a child holding a seashell to their ear. Recap narrator. Let's remember what we learned. Sound is made by vibrations. Sound travels in waves through air, water, or solid things. Sound reaches the ear, shakes the eardrum, moves the tiny bones, and goes into the cochlea. The auditory nerve takes the message to the brain, and the brain tells us what we are hearing. That is the amazing journey of sound. So, every time you laugh, clap, or sing, vibrations turn into sound waves, travel through the air, and reach someone else's ears. Isn't that incredible? Sound helps us connect, learn, and enjoy the world around us. A group of kids laughing, playing music, and listening happily. And that's how sound travels.